All right, let's call the committee meeting to order. Madam Clerk, call the roll.
Mayor Bowl,
I'm here.
Ms. Casal Munoz, Ms. Garcia Robles,
Present.
Ms. Perez is absent, Mr. Rodriguez is absent, Mr. Tunidor,
Present.
Mr. Zogby,
Present.
Mr. Calvo is absent. Mr. Chair, you have enough members to conduct business.
Thank you. We've already done the invocation and the pledge of allegiance, so if you might move on to the meeting guidelines.
All lobbyists must register with the city clerk as a courtesy to others. Please refrain from using cellular telephones or other similar electronic devices in the council chamber. A maximum of 3 speakers in favor and 3 speakers in opposition will be allowed to address the committee on any one item. Each speaker's comments will be limited to 3 minutes. No signs or placards in support of or in opposition to an item or speaker shall be permitted within the council chamber. Any person, whether participating via the web platform, telephonic conferencing, or physical presence at City Hall, interested in making comments or posing questions on matters of public concern or on any item on the agenda may do so during the meeting. Members of the public may address the committee on any item pertaining to related business during the comments and questions portion of the meeting. A member of the public is limited to 1 appearance before the committee, and the speaker's comments will be limited to 3 minutes. The public can view public meetings on the city's YouTube page. Members of the public may hear the meeting live through telephonic conferencing using any telephone or cellular phone service. A smart device or computer are not necessary to participate in the meeting if you join by phone. All persons participating via the web platform will be muted during the meeting until called upon to be heard. Participation through Zoom requires a computer or smart mobile device with a microphone and web camera. The participant may elect to participate in the meeting using audio only or appear through both audio and video. The video function of all participants appearing through video will be turned off until called upon to be heard.
Very well, thank you, Madam Clerk. Any comments or questions? Okay, are there any announcements, amendments, corrections to the agenda?
No, sir.
Very well, we're on the consent agenda.
Motion to approve. Second.
We have a motion to approve and a second. Any questions or comments? Call the roll.
Mr. Zogby,
Yes.
Mayor Bowl,
Yes.
Ms. Casal Munoz,
Yes.
Ms. Garcia Robles,
Yes.
Mr. Tunidor.
Yes.
Motion carries. The consent agenda has passed.
Very well, item 9.
Presentation of the school initiatives report by Carlos Alvarez, principal of the City of Hialeah Educational Academy.
Mr. Principal, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Council. All right, so just wanted for it to come up. We're gonna skip through some of the areas. So for our school initiative report, we wanted to share with the board and the council some of the highlights from 22-23. If you can keep going to main features. All right, so non-pandemic, we did have 100% during the pandemic, but technically I don't feel that counts. So I do want to say that first time in school history that we had a 100% graduation rate for the class of 2023. So we did have a student at the very end that passed an exam with a concordant score. We had a 100% college and career readiness. That means students that passed an AP exam, passed a dual enrollment course with a C or higher, or earned an industry certification. 100% of that cohort as well. We piloted the first 911 telecommunications dispatch course, and we tried that halfway through the year to see it would stick. And as I shared with the mayor earlier this evening, the city hired the first COHIA graduate that was certified in 911 dispatch, and her first day of work was on September 11th, this past Monday, September 11th.
How crazy is that, huh?
Just again, some highlights, another industry certification. We had a 64% passing rate, 25 students out of the class of 117, 25 of those students earned associates in arts degree from Miami-Dade College and Doral College combined. That means that 21% of that class earned an associate's in arts degree. We had really high scores in AP programming, just to name a few. AP English Lit, we had an 87.5% passing rate, and that surpasses the global and Florida levels. AP Research as well was 91%. AP Seminar was 94%. AP Spanish Literature was 71%. Again, these pass state and global averages. And I'll share this real quick on the on the next slide. So we took 14 different exams, 14. 13 out of those 14 exams that Cohia tested in, we surpassed the state and the school district with our scores. We earned the highest or equal proficiency rate, again, the Miami-Dade County Public Schools by 13 out of the 14 exams we tested in. Highest achievement in history, we had a 57%. Highest biology proficiency, 67. Highest US history, 79%. Our Key Club did phenomenal and brought home all these outstanding awards from the DCON state competition, and our mass communications program as well. Participated at the statewide competition, which is the Florida Scholastic Press Association, brought back a bunch of awards as well. We use our digital application dashboard, and we had 761 students apply to Cohia due to our Google ads. We had a total of 880 applications for 23-24 with space for only about 100 and something. We enrolled a total of 992 students.
Hey, real quick, sir, Mr. Alvarez, that number of students, do you have a breakdown of how many are from Hialeah, or would you say 100% or close to it?
We can get a breakdown of percentage of students that are from Hialeah.
Yeah, please, if you don't mind.
Yeah, from the ones that enrolled.
From the ones that enrolled.
So the 880, how many of those students are from Hialeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Got you. Minority rate continues to be high, 98.9. 87% of our students qualify for free and reduced lunch meals. We continue to bring families into our campus to show them what our climate and culture is all about. There's a plethora of different parent academies and activities that we've done. Today we had a grandparents breakfast as well. We brought all abuelitos and abuelitas. Great stuff in basketball and in athletics, bowling, basketball, baseball, cross country, and girls weightlifting all competed above the district level. And we continue to add additional sports. This year we brought swimming and diving, girls varsity cross country, JV soccer, JV basketball, girls and boys weightlifting, varsity softball, and boys flag football. We continue with our supplemental initiatives. We're a leader in Me School. We're a STEM school. I won't read through all of them, but there's the highlights of some of the things that we did within those two programs as well. Then that's a video. Obviously what started at Cohia is doing really well. And we're proud of it, because whoever thought that something that came out of 76th Street and 26th Avenue will grow throughout the nation. So we have our school in Colorado and Nevada going into their third year of operations. We just got approved for South Carolina and for Ohio. We will be defending a charter application in the state of Arkansas as well. And we will be putting an application in North Carolina as well for our model. School grade at a glance, you see it kind of there. Those are the 13 out of the 14 categories that we were graded on. If you look on where it says FAST and NGSS exam components, the red, there was only one category that we did not surpass the school and district, and that is geometry. And we are working on obviously addressing that.
Mr. Alvarez, I'm sorry. That exam, is that like the FCAT from back in the day, or?
Right now it's called FAST, which is Florida Assessment for Student Thinking.
Okay.
So under the governor and Commissioner Diaz, they put a progress monitoring assessment similar to like the iReady diagnostic, where now we test the kids 3 times a year to determine growth from like a baseline, which is the beginning of the year, a mid-year, and then like a post. So kind of the post, which is the third exam they take at the end of the year, is what you get graded on and what goes with you for your school grade. But at least you have real-time data.
Right.
And you can make those adjustments between the first assessment and the second to make sure you provide interventions and support for those students that needed it. Math blew it out of the water. Math 6th grade plus 14 increase from the prior year. Math 7th grade plus 12. Math 8th grade plus 6. Algebra 1 plus 13. Again, there's some just bar graphs for you. Red signifies Cohia, and that's just like what I shared with you guys earlier. The red means that we outperform the state and the school district in all those categories. In math, again, red is Cohia. Navy blue and gray are the county and the state. Red surpassed all of them as well. The same thing for science and biology. The same thing for civics and US history. Our AP program continues to grow, as I highlighted in our main features. So a lot a lot to celebrate. 2 out of our 3 school-wide goals were met last year. One was in math end of course exams. The other one was in science achievement. And the last one was in 11th grade students increasing from 54 to 70% proficiency exhibited in the FSA ELA or a concordant exam. Couple school-wide goals just for this year. This is what we're working on this year is students in grades 6 through 10th will increase from 57 to 59% proficiency as evidenced by the new assessment. Increase in math end of course exams, proficiency by 2% from 53 to 55. And then our last goal is 55% of our students in 6th through 10th grade will obtain overall learning gains in reading and math as determined by the statewide assessment at the end of the year. So that's pretty much it.
Outstanding. Any other further questions or comments? All right. Keep up the good work, man.
We have 10 students sitting in the 911 dispatch course for this year. So again, I do want, sometimes we don't see what happens behind the scenes, but your 911 telecommunications department has been phenomenal under the leadership of Sergeant Fernandez. We kind of partnered up together and they've kind of come in and trained the kids to get ready for the certification. So like an investment that the city would have to do for 16 weeks. Now we're able to do this at Cohia and become a pipeline to help and support you guys with, the lack of employment in that department or whatever.
Through the chair.
Yep.
Do you see a lot of kids that are interested in that field?
Yeah, I see that they go.
Because I keep hearing that nobody wants to work there. So when they see it, do they go, oh yeah, maybe not?
Like every kid is different, right? And
Right.
that's what we love about Cohia. There should be as many options for kids to choose from. So some will go the PSA route, right? The public service aid, but some really like the 911 telecommunications. So they'll come here and they'll do clinical hours at the station and everything. So I just love that now we're just not pigeonholed to PSA. Now that we can provide another option for students, and
Right.
as a testament to that, we piloted it last year, only half a year, and we had our first student that graduated that started working this Monday. So
That's awesome.
Good
That's
stuff.
awesome. Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you.
All right.
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, we're on to unfinished business. Is there any unfinished business? Showing none, any new business? Any new business members? Okay, with that, board member Tundidor moves that we rise.